Go ahead and tell me your name and where you're from.
My name is Jim Chappelle. I'm from Versailles, Kentucky, right outside of Louisville.
Okay, what brings you to the event today?
Well, we are conservatives. We believe in honor and faith and all the great things that our founding fathers believed in, and we just want to regenerate that and regenerate it with a bunch of friends that are like-minded.
Okay, can you tell me your name and why you came down here and where you're from?
My name's Charles. I'm from Astoria, New York, which is just outside New York City in Queens.
All right, so what brought you down to Washington, D.C. to attend the event?
Just concerned about our country and the direction it's headed in, and been a fan of Glenn Beck for a long time, and like what he had to say, and it resonated with me when he was talking about the event.
Is there any particular part of his message that you find appealing? Any particular issue that really motivates you to become politically active?
Well, I've had similar opinions to his before I knew who he was. And I like the idea of the smaller government. I like the idea of restoring the Constitution and returning to what made the country what it is, rather than going off on some wild socialist hero idea that doesn't work here.
Can you give me your name and where you're from and why you're here?
My name is Chauncey Normandin. I'm a National Vice President for Oath Keepers Organization. It's an organization it's a nonpartisan organization of current serving law enforcement and military personnel who took an oath. And our motto is to reach, teach, and inspire. We want them to understand what that oath means, where it came from, how it involves their day-to-day operations and their work.
Now, what is your name again?
It's Paul Whaler.
Okay, and you
Indianapolis.
And you gave the Pledge of Allegiance speech at the Tea Party rally in Frankfort.
Yeah, Freedom Fest rally at the capital of Kentucky, Frankfort. Yes, sir.
Okay, and what brings you to Washington, D.C.?
Well, I think the whole movement is about freedom and getting back to the constitutional principles that we were founded on.
Okay.
So this is a restoring honor, and I think with that comes the content of character, and so much of that has been lost with the way things behave in D.C.
Okay, let me get the sign in here.
Try to yell at me. Yeah, I will.
Okay, I am here with the PETA Chow at the Restoring Honor event. And what brings you down here today? I see you have a sign that says, "Teabaggers eat me." I noticed that a gentleman was offended by that. Why did you come down here today?
We came down here today to encourage people to try a vegetarian diet. With so many people here, we knew it would be a great opportunity to let people know about the health benefits as well as how we can save animals by going vegan.
My name is Lena. I'm a college student. I live around here, but I go to Wellesley in Boston. And I'm here mostly because I've been studying photography as kind of a hobby/interest for a long time, and I'm an international relations major, so this thing kind of ties my two interests together, even though this kind of event is not sort of my personal preference or doesn't really follow suit with my personal political beliefs, but it's still interesting to come out here and see the kinds of people that come from everywhere and just what they have to say, even just from listening to conversations. It's interesting.
What drew you to the event today?
You kind of drew me to it. Yeah, like we were here with a bunch of friends, and they were all going to it.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to come and see how it is and what he's got to say and things. So.
Are you supporters of Glenn Beck? Are you just curious? Are you Tea Party people, conservatives, Republicans, progressives?
I'm curious. I read part of his Overton window book, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, so just the historic nature of the event too kind of drew me to it.
Kind of a Woodstock of your generation. Yeah, the music's not going to be as good probably, but
yeah, like I watch it every now and again. You know, I agree with some of the stuff he says. I disagree with some of the stuff he says.
Okay, can you give me your name and where you're from? And
I'm Lily. I came from Bastrop, Texas.
And it says Bastrop, Texas. You're part of the Tea Party, I take it, by your T-shirt. Okay. What brought you out to Washington D.C.?
I love the American people because I want to tell as many American people as possible that you are such special people outside of the border of this country. There's no more people like you. That you have mind of your own. You are law-abiding citizens. You obey rule to the T. So if this is the only oasis in the world and you get decimated, we have no more hope in the world. If this will become a communist dynasty, and then no one will have a voice left.
There, can I get your sign up there? Let me. Okay, there we go. All right, now you're here at the Glenn Beck rally and you have a Free the Dream sign. Why are you here?
I'm against his trying to interpret the dream when we Americans understand the dream for so long, for the last 47 years. We never had a confusion of what the dream is. The dream is freedom for all, liberty for all, peace, unity, and prosperity, and happiness is promised. And that's what the dream Dr. Martin Luther King speaks about. We don't need an interpreter, specifically a fanatic Protestant, evangelical born again, and a biased newsman, and also a politician. We're getting confused about his three positions.
And when you say that, you're referring to Glenn Beck?
What's that?
You're referring to Glenn Beck?
I'm not his friend. I'm not his enemy, but I don't like the way he thinks.
I noticed you have an accent. Where are you from originally?
I came from Ethiopia on April 9, 1972.
What brought you all the way up here?
Well, we just feel that the country needs a change in the right direction, and the government's gotten too big and too distant from the people, and I don't feel we're being represented properly. And so there needs to be some honor restoration in our government, and frankly in all of our lives. And I think Glenn Beck's put on a great event here for everybody to recognize that fact, and also I think to see people, like-minded individuals in real life right next to them feeling the same thing.
Can you tell me your name and where you're from?
I'm Lucy Heil, and I'm from Georgetown, Texas.
Wow, Georgetown, Texas, you came a long way.
We did, and we're having a really good time. A lot of nice people we've met, and we're having a wonderful time while we're here.
What draws you, or what drew you to this event since you're already here?
I have many questions about how our country is moving, in what direction our country is moving. And I think a lot of people are losing their morals, they're losing their honor, they're losing everything, and people, there's more people lying about things than telling the truth. And so I feel like if I can stand up for honor and, just like he says, faith, hope, and charity, and that's what all of us want for our country.
Tell me your name and where you're from.
Sure. My name is Chuck Bartell. I'm from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and I came down to the Restoring Honor event because I think that our country needs to bring honor back to our government and to our nation, and that's the only way that we're going to be able to start to fix all of the problems that we have. I'm proud of our country. I'm proud of the things that we're capable of doing. I'm just not proud of some of the things that are being done right now. So I think this is a good start. If we can start getting honor back in our government, honor back into our society, and honor back into our lives, it's going to be the best thing that we can do for our country. Thank you.
Bill and Mary from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay.
We wouldn't miss it because we really need that we really feel like the country needs to restore honor. It starts with us, and then it spreads us, our kids, our families, and then it spreads to, Congress and President. And we feel strongly that our country's going in the wrong direction and that reporters aren't honest. No offense to you.
I am here with
Jackie.
Jackie, and where are you from, Jackie?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. So what brought you to Washington, D.C. to the Restoring Honor event?
Because I believe that we're honoring different traditions and we're going to unite them. It's going to be the anniversary of Dr. King's speech. I know that his niece Alveda is going to be here, and others are trying to make this a divisionary thing. This is not what this is about. This is for united fronts. This is for everyone to be the same.